you'll just go in and get stomped for hours.
So it's working pretty strong. It's a good time.
Blind, there's no enemies nearby to see.
I'm like, oh, blind grapple, bitch! And you just see his mouse just.
All right, good morning, boys and girls. Thank you for waking up with some morning wood this bright Sunday, March 14th. We're rolling into March 16th coming up here this Tuesday. So you're watching live on Twitch. Here we are Sunday. We got some daylight savings time, kind of jumping us into this a little bit earlier than normal. If you're watching on Monday, hopefully you've kind of overcome this morning shock of us having to get up an hour earlier. We are going to jump right on into it and talk about the topic of mythics. This week's coming up with fixes. We got Fortified. Trash is going to be tougher. We got Inspiring. This is the new one for Shadowlands. It's kind of bringing back that 10 plus affix from back in the BFA days, where some non-boss enemies are going to have an inspiring presence that strengthens their allies. So basically this is going to make the adds around it immune to interrupts. And then we also got Grievous. That's got a little bit of a rework where injured players suffer increased damage over time until healed to full. It's now a flat damage rather than percentage like it was before, and also once they take one application of a heal, it's going to remove a fix rather than having to straight get them above the 90%. Let's talk about this a little bit here. I guess we'll start with you there, Moose. What are your thoughts on this coming up week of fixes?
The Grievous changes are pretty interesting, I think, with the flat damage. I think the real interesting part will be, I'm sure, the Resto Druids are going to be very happy to see. They're not Resto Druids, sorry. All the other healers are going to be happy to see them be able to handle Grievous a little better, being able to take off those stacks of Grievous. Inspiring is kind of annoying. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is what it is, I guess.
Well, and I guess Grievous, is it dispellable? Is that one of these affixes that's dispellable now too?
Yeah, I think it is. It
Hack, you're on mute there if you're
priest?
talking.
It's not a magic debuff, so it can't be dispelled by like most healers because it's a bleed.
Okay, I'm thinking of Bursting. What's the...
Bursting. Yeah, bursting is a magic.
Bursting's dispellable. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, and then Inspiring, I guess that's not too bad, right? Because that's usually the target anyways in a group that you're going to try and burst down when you go to pull. Like, do you see that being an issue with the other Hakkd?
I don't really have much experience because I didn't play during that BFA season where this was gonna fix. And I think the first time this rolled around, I didn't even touch Mythic Plus for the week. But it doesn't seem too bad.
And we lost him. Alright, we'll let him figure out what's going on. So, I guess those of you guys that don't know, Hax had a traumatic experience this week. His house caught fire, so him and his wife are now living at a hotel room. So, right now, they're living the hotel life, and with that comes the hotel internet life. So, hopefully we'll see him back here shortly. So Merlock, you weren't around to do much keys this week, right? I guess you got some plans to start diving a little more head forward into them this week?
Well, I think I'm going to have to if I want to be able to upgrade my gear with Valor points. That's what I was hearing, is that it's kind of gated. You have to complete Keystone Master to be able to get Valor points. Is that right?
So you don't have to complete it. So I guess the way the Valor system works is there's 3 different tiers. So you can upgrade your gear to 200 just based on just Valor in general. And then to go to 207, you got to have your 5s complete, I think. Is that right, Moose?
I don't remember the exact number. I can look it up real quick.
Okay, so there's 3 tiers, kind of like the PvP stuff worked. The 3 tiers are all your 5s complete, all your 10s complete, all your 15s complete, and you get achievements accordingly.
Okay.
And every time you do a Mythic Plus key, it doesn't matter. It could be a 2, could be a 15. You're going to get $125 Valor end of that run. So this is the change that I guess I didn't realize it at first, but I'm most excited for. Because now, if you're somebody that normally runs like 14s, 15s, what have you, it gives you incentive to actually go back down and help your buddies that are doing the 2-3 keys, because you still get something out of it. So you have a chance of getting the piece of loot that you could potentially upgrade, and you're getting a Valor per run. So there's so many reasons now to go back into it. Like there's the helping your friends, there's the Valor, there's also the increasing the gear. So I'm going to spend probably most of my time for the next few weeks just in dungeons.
So I got the numbers here.
Okay.
No achievements required for rank 5, which gets you item level 197. For item level 200, you have to have all +5s completed for every dungeon for the Keystone Explorer. For rank 8, which is going to get you to item level 207, is +10s completed, so the Keystone Conqueror. And then if you want to get to rank 10, which is 213, item level 213, that's going to require Keystone Master.
Oh,
which
man.
is
Okay,
+15
so there's
for
different ranks to it. Gotcha.
So I didn't realize it was
I
going
thought
to be tiered like
+15s
that.
were 220. Did they take that way down?
I think it's worded weird. If you're looking at Wowhead, I think the wording on it is weird.
Yeah. It is, so to get to rank 10 or higher. So to go, I think rank 12 is your highest level. So to go from, to get above rank 10, you have to have Keystone Master.
Okay, so it's 200 baseline then. Is that how that reads?
Yes. 200 with no
Yeah. That's
achievements.
So
Yeah, and then okay, yeah, 200. You can get to 200 item level with no achievements, but then you need to have a level 5. Get the level 5 achievements for 203.
Really sounding it out.
And then that also lets you upgrade to 207. So let's do upgrade to 203, and then to 207, and then 220.
Mr. Franco's talking very slowly for us.
You got
So we
digitalized
understand.
there.
It's big
We
word,
gotta-
so he's got to clap him out, you know?
Yeah.
Do I sound like shit?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
That's all right.
You went.
I
like,
feel bad. I feel bad for laughing, but it's also very funny.
I don't feel bad.
It is what it is, dude.
Yeah, so it went super digital, so it sounded like you were saying it really slow. So that's where we started mocking you for spelling it out.
Sounding it out. Okay.
Super digitalized. All right.
Hotel internet sucks, man. I'm sorry.
So I guess we'll go from here. I guess Moose, did you do a bunch of keys this week then, or?
Not a bunch, no. I've done a few, but I haven't pushed any serious keys. Real life has been in the way this week, so I was doing training for my job for 8 hours a day, sitting in front of my computer. So I had zero interest in sitting in front of my computer afterwards.
Fair. And then Hakkd, I guess, man, so I was probably the only one that really played this week with everything that happened, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played WoW really at all until last night.
So I'm normally like a 1 key of the week guy. This week, though, between 3 tunes, I've probably done 12, 15 dungeons.
Wow.
And not even like big keys.
Week 2.
What was that?
This is shitty week 2, though. past week.
Well, so, like, I haven't been doing big keys, though. Like, I've been doing, like, 6s and below. And even, like, doing 2s and 3s. Like, I did like, the first key I had on my, like, fresh max level druid was, like, a 2 sanguine depths. And it's a 41-minute timer. People that queued into it were all, like, 210, 220 item level. So we got it done in 27 minutes. Like, it was just nuts. So... like, the high-up guys just want to do these 2 keys with no burst,
Right.
and just pull everything and be done with it, and basically cut the timer in half. Alright, but I guess, so, main focus will probably be this week, now that we're really back a little bit, do some keys, and we can test out the Valor system again. Any guys or anybody watching, if you guys need a tank, I've basically switched all my characters to tanks. So I've got 2 alliance tanks, 1 horde tank, and I'm starting to learn the pathing. So it's finally bringing back You're the Bear. So just even honor it. You're the Bear today. So anything else on the Mythic Plus topic we want to cover?
I'm trying to level my horde side priest so I can get in there and heal for these things. We'll see how that works with the
You're
discipline
the
priest.
bear.
The drunk uncle comes in.
How delayed was that?
I do have one note. Yeah, I've got one note to throw in about the Grievous. Thanks, dude.
I don't know if it's my internet connection or if
Can you
the stream
hear
is lagging
me
out.
right now or no?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
God, dude.
Oh boy.
Alright, I think you're good now. You were saying something about Grievous.
Oh yeah, so with Grievous, off heals like Ret Paladins and Boomies, they can take off Grievous stacks too. Get that out there before I.
We heard it all. Good job.
Okay.
Right, yeah, that is nice because the direct heal removes it, and then if you can top them above 90 to help out the healer.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're gonna fly through today just because I'm tired and you guys kind of took the week off, so we'll see if we can flesh some of these topics. Let's see here. So we got World Boss. We got Nergosh Muckformed. Is that how you think you guys say that?
Mm-hmm.
So he's the big sleepy giant found in the northwest part of Revendreth. So first thing about this boss is I like this boss because during the fight, dude lays down and takes a nap. So he's like my spirit animal. And it's not like all the raids where he's napping, you gotta just sit there and watch. No, you get to attack this dude while he's sleeping. So it's kind of like my home life. I fall asleep, here come the kids and jump on me. Every time, no fail. So this guy, my spirit animal for sure. So if you are looking for Legos, you're gonna want to get your Destro Lock out there, your Unholy DK, and your Demon Hunter. First off, when I say Demon Hunter, you really don't need to because it's going to be the Erratic Fel Core. This thing's going to reduce the cooldown of Fel Rush by 30%. I couldn't find any logs, any PvP. I couldn't find anybody that had this on by even mistake. Moose, you play Demon Hunter, so do you have this? Are you ever going to make this?
No, I mean, to be honest, I've never even seen it. I think I've seen the name of it, and then I just blanked it from memory because it's that useless.
Alright, so Demon Hunters, you don't need this. Just go get your 207, get your Anima, and that's about it for the Demon Hunter side. For Destro Warlock, so I realized that most of these Legos that people are using are called Ajakir? Is that how you say that?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
I'll take it.
Alright, so this one's going to be the madness of Ajakir. So from the numbers, what I could find, like 2% of people in Mythic Plus are using this, 2% in raids. So what this thing is going to do, it's going to cause your Chaos Bolt spells to increase the damage of your subsequent Chaos Bolts by 25% and reduce the casting time by 20% for 3 seconds. So PvP front, PvE front, not many people are using it. So if you want to just check the box, kind of like the Demon Hunter, go get it, but not a priority.
That has to be because something else is insane, because that seems pretty good.
Yep, there's a different Hakkd thing, because I got them cross-referenced when I was looking them up. It's something of Hakkd, and I think it's with your conflag or something. I don't know if you're able to pull it up, but logs will probably have it at the top. It was like the same one for PvP and PvE. Rankings, all classes, nope. Warlock, destruction. It's the Cinders of Hakkd. Your conflag has 1 additional charge, and its recharge time is reduced by 3 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that
pretty good.
essentially does the same thing when you use like the flashover or the like backdraft. I think that already increases the cast time of your next chaos after a conflag. I don't know if it like does extra damage or anything though.
Right, so it is pretty much the same thing, because that's going to reduce your Chaos Bolt time. So they did 2 Legos, named them the same, and made them kind of do the same. Well,
Yeah, and then the conflag one would just be more consistent because it works on Incinerate too. It works on your filler. Interesting.
well, maybe Blizzard will look into adjusting that accordingly, since they're pretty much 2 of the similar effect. But I guess Chaos Bolt's your kind of main bread and butter, so I guess it makes sense they're both
Right.
modifiers of that. So there you go, Warlocks. If you want, go get that. Check that box. Third one here. So Unholy DK. This is your bread and butter. Your Unholy DK. It's your week to get out there, kill this guy. It's gonna drop your Frenzied Monstrosity. So this thing is going to cause your Dark Transformation ability to also increase the attack speed of both you and your summoned ghoul by 12%. So kind of like a mini hero.
Right.
How often does anybody know how often that Frenzied Monstrosity thing is up? Or what the cooldown of it is?
I think that's the one that gets reset. So I'd say like a minute off the top of my head.
Oh, that's huge then, having like a mini hero every minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure like Death Coil or something reduces the cooldown on it based on a talent they take. And I think it has a pretty low cooldown already.
So it's 1 minute, and then you can synergize it to reduce it even more.
Okay, so it's a minute baseline. Let me just check it. I might be wrong on the cooldown reset part.
Well, while he checks that out, we'll give you the numbers here. So 71% of DKs are running this in Mythic Plus, 46% are doing it in PvP. I think it's higher than 46% because I think it swaps the back piece. So PvP is probably a little bit higher. But it looks like this is a huge AoE Lego. So if we're looking at AoE fights, like 91% of people are using it. If it's single target fights, only like 3 are using it. So Mythic Plus, AoE fights, and PvP. Alright. Wait to see if you track that down. Mr. Franco's checking in with the lady.
Yeah, sorry. What's up?
Find anything about if it's reduced or...
No, it now reduces the same talent. Death Coil reduces the cooldown on Army and Apocalypse. But I know that it used to not have the Apocalypse ability, so it reset the cooldown on Transformation back then, but not anymore. So it's just the minute cooldown.
Alright, good deal. Alright, so recap world bosses. Destrolock, Unholy DK, Demon Hunter. So DK, get out there, the other two. If you want to check the box, not as big of a priority with you. I guess, so Merlock, do you Hunter and Priest, is that kind of your wheelhouse right now with the classes you're playing?
Yeah, Priest for healing, Hunter for DPS. We'll see which one I end up sticking with. I was having fun with the Hunter, but on Horde side, I'm playing a Discipline Priest, and I want to learn how to be more effective with the Discipline Priest in PvP.
All right, good deal. All right, we're gonna move on from that topic. I'm gonna throw a curveball out here because we thought about putting this in there before, but we didn't. But with Merlock being our resident pet battle expert, we talked about maybe throwing in a Merlock pet count. Do you have a ballpark idea of where you're at for pets right now, or what kind of crazy number that's at?
Because I didn't play last week. I think I'm still sitting right around 1,125 pets, unique pets. Yeah, and I have about 600 that are max level rare pets. So I think that's where I'm at ballpark.
What about you guys? What do you think you're at for pets? How close are you to catching him?
Oh God, not even close. But I have no idea.
I didn't know there was 1,100 pets in the game, so yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not close.
So there was a point in Legion where I kind of went broke, and I sold all my pets, so I had to come back to the drawing board. So I'm at whatever less now, minus all the ones I had to sell in Legion to afford things. So
I'd say I'm gonna take a guess that I have 400 pets. And now I'm gonna look.
Yeah, I'm probably
Actually, when I went to WarcraftPets.com and loaded my profile because I was actually trying to figure out where I was at. 1,126 pets.
Yeah, I have 219.
Yep. Merlock, how many do you have there?
So I am at 1,126.
26.
And I think the cheat is still beating me. I think the cheat's at like 1,200.
So your guess was one off. Hacks was 190 some off his. So. Well, and I guess while we're on the pet battle topic, that weird thing that I saw, like the celestial fight thing that's up every week, do you have any details on that, or what is that about?
Man, I could talk about the Celestial Tournament for hours. That is, it is a nightmare. So, I don't know, you guys really aren't into the whole pet battling thing, but there's actually pet battle dungeons and stuff that they put in, where you have to take in specific pets and complete pet battle dungeons. And that's another thing that they put in Warlords of Draenor along that line. Every week, it's random people that you fight, and every week it's random pets that you need. A lot of people look at it and they're like, oh, I can try this out, I've got 40 max level pets. No, you'll just go in and get stomped for hours if you try and do it that way. There's actually really specific strategies to every single person that you can fight, and to be honest with you, I've only tried it a few times because I really, really, really want to get the pets that you can get as rewards for doing that thing, but I'm still not there. I'm still not, my teams are not 100% ready for the Celestial Tournament.
Wow. So this is like the min-max of pet battling.
It kind of can be that way, yeah. That's a pretty intense one. I think that if you look on Wowhead and you check out a couple of different resource sites on it, you'll be able to see that there's something like 100 pets or something like that that's required to be able to beat one configuration. And if one thing changes, then you've got an entirely different combination of pets that you need to be able to bring in. And if you guys aren't aware of the mechanics, once you start these things, you can't heal your pets. So you can't heal between fights.
So it's like
Yep.
the pet battle cutting edge. Like it's a small percentage of people that can actually do this consistently or in general.
Yeah, I don't think very many people do the Celestial Tournament.
Whoa. Why are you running so late?
You good there, Hank?
I don't know. Am I good?
Yeah, we saw you waving.
Okay, everybody's screen froze and everything just went quiet for a second. So I'm like, am I here?
You're here.
It's been an
Oh,
experience.
I'm
so
in the
far. Uh,
shot. I'm getting out of this bitch.
Oh, I'm in the shot.
You can let her, we are impressed with her bed making skills since you basically second focused your camera on her making the bed.
You're like jaw, like mouth open, just.
Alright, so I guess maybe we'll come back around to pet battles next week since it's pet battle week, and we'll kind of go into there now that we have your count to work off of going forward, and this celestial thing is just a pain that we don't want to dip our toe into of being rookies of the pet battle world.
Yeah, I'll at some point I'm planning on doing videos that explain every one of the pet battle dungeons and what you need to do to get through them all. But the tournament is probably going to be my last one that I make for the pet battle dungeon type fights.
All right, good deal. Yeah, and Mr. Franco there. So Doc's our resident travel expert from Nine Mandate. He played basically out of every hotel room because he's a traveling salesman. So he, like your setup there, was his regular multiple raid nights
Right.
playing out of a hotel. So.
I couldn't imagine trying to raid out of a hotel. With my experience with all the crappy hotels I always got set in when I traveled and the horrible internet they had.
The internet here is actually not that bad. I don't know why my phone keeps dropping. But I've got a Wi-Fi adapter for the PC, so it's working pretty strong. Playing while last night.
Yeah, you didn't have any problems last night.
Except for you.
Kind of makes me wish that I could tune in to see who's the better fire mage when you've got the hotel internet.
Oh, it's
going.
me. Oh, it's me.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't burnt the house down, so my combust isn't that good.
Oh snap!
You know what? Why we're on the topic. So, again, we kind of touched on when Hakkd fell off there about Hakkd being in the hotel room, or Mr. Franco being in the hotel room because of this fire situation. Well, I was able to get live footage of how this actually happened. So, let me see if I can track down this video here. Where did it save at? So it's hidden somewhere, right?
I think you posted it in Might.
Well, we'll switch over to the video screen, and then I will see if I can track that down real quick. So it's in my
Yeah,
right.
I found it. Yeah, I'll send it. Here. It's in the group chat.
Oh, that's right. I remember this.
All right, rewind that back. Fix the camera. Okay, here we go. Max screen. So this was Hakkd practicing his fire mage to be like, take this Moose. So we'll play this through here.
Quarters per check. That way I can be number one out of more than just me and some other garbage move. I'm sorry. headquarters projection.
So
That way I can be number one out of more than just.
It's pretty much exactly what happened.
Right? It was what your ring footage, your back security camera caught that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's jump into the raid here real quick. So the cutting edge watch is over, but we'll run through the numbers here real quick. So right now we're up to 456 guilds with cutting edge. It jumped up 62 more guilds this week. Horde sitting at 328 total. Alliance sitting at 128. With the Alliance jump though, there is a little variance there. So Alliance jumped up 16 this week. The week before they jumped up 41. Is that because the whole China sell and carries thing got kind of shut down? Do you think that's why it dropped in such a jump, or what are your thoughts there?
I doubt it, because these numbers are US-EU, right? Or
Across everything.
so, well, right, but including China servers?
Yeah, these are worldwide numbers.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, probably.
Because the World First race includes all. Like, it's not just like the 100 whatever. The Hall of Fame.
Kind of, but Chinese guilds are usually so far behind that they're never even talked about, really.
Right, but I think that's where the weird thing
considered.
was, like how many China guilds crushed it that last week, so that's where it drew red flags, because they normally don't have that many that do it well, but...
Right.
Alright, and then, I guess...
But yeah, if that's the case, then yeah,
And
it
then,
would
so,
probably go down because of that.
with crossover being open, did you guys do any crossover Mythic raiding at all, or anybody dip their toe in Mythic at all?
Not me.
Nah, I'm not. I think we've done with Might. We've done Mythic one night or something, but nah.
Yeah, we
I
did a
really
little bit of Shriekwing.
Yeah, I don't have too much interest in Mythic raiding, and just don't have that kind of time or energy to dedicate to it.
Yeah, we were gonna do it Friday, but I mean that was the plan, and we could have, but we were missing so many that we ended up just canceling the raid.
Fair. So,
'Cause I think we only had like 12 people, so it's not worth pugging that many. If we have like 18 plus, you can pug a slot or two. It's not too bad.
so I guess on the raiding side of things, so Might tried something new this week, so we'll let Mr. Franco kind of take it over and kind of explain what the switch was in Might this week.
Yeah, so Wednesday night I did not have any kind of setup. I had my little shitty laptop and my phone, and I went and got this headset just kind of out of boredom. It had been 2 days of just nonstop shit right after the house fire. But I was able to actually watch Kat share her screen in Discord on my laptop and then talk in Discord on my phone, and got kind of a little bit of like limit maximum 21st man style, raid lead session.
Right, and it was kind of cool because it seemed like you could focus on it, and I'm glad we didn't have these audio issues that we're having now that we would have at the raid night.
Right.
We would have like slow called
Right.
the like whole DPS or the runs.
But no, mostly like Stone Legion generals. I took care of pretty much all the callouts, and just looking at Kat's screen. I mean, honestly, it'd be pretty good for some of those bosses, but it would definitely, if you were to do it, excuse me, sorry, you'd want to be like, have somebody else's interface optimized for you, which obviously isn't the case there.
Right, because I guess
But I mean, it was still fun.
the growing pains of it, I guess. You said there was some points where, like, her view got kind of scuffed, like she was looking at the wall, or what happened?
No, it was just be like, I'm looking somewhere, and just her camera would change, and I'm like, whoa, I didn't do that. Like, I didn't do that. Where's the camera now? So it doesn't really matter. Just the fact that I'm looking somewhere, and then the camera all of a sudden changes on me, kind of like threw me for a loop here and there.
So did you have the muscle memory reflexes of, like, camera went left and you'd quick try and move the camera right, even though you don't have control of it, because you kind of feel immersed?
No, because I didn't really I didn't even have my hands on the mouse or anything. But in my brain, I'm like, no, back that way. Just, no, I wasn't trying to move anything. It was just kind of, anytime it would happen, I was just like, and my brain would just kind of freeze over for a second.
Like, my first reaction to you saying, like, the camera moving was like when I'm in the passenger seat with somebody driving and I feel like they should brake, and I try and, like, brake by smashing my foot into the floor of the passenger side.
Yeah.
That's me every time I drive with Karina too, trying to smash my foot into the brake pedal.
Imaginary brakes.
All right, so I guess Raid was kind of a soft week. We did Tuesday, like, what, 2 attempts, 3 attempts? How many did it take us to knock out Sire?
That was on Wednesday. It was two attempts. Yeah, 2 or 3. Wasn't too bad. And we had a couple new people in there. So we had a pretty large group going in. It's like 22 people. We still knocked it out pretty easy.
Right, yeah, I think we got a few achieves for some people that didn't have the kill either, so that helped. That was nice. Merlock, I guess, I feel like we got you into a raid with us on, like, normal? Or was that last
Yeah.
week?
Yeah, that was on normal a couple of weeks ago, I believe.
Okay.
I haven't really been on lately to join any other raids, so.
All right, so I guess what's the plan going forward here? If we're just gonna be doing, like, heroic over and over, are we gonna start doing alts, or I guess what's your plan there, Moose? Are you gonna kind of step back from raiding or swap in alts, or what are you thinking?
I'll probably start gearing up more ults, bringing the main character when I need to. But yeah, probably also kind of stepping back from raiding. Probably won't be raiding too much on Friday nights anymore, especially if the guild's pushing Mythic, and it's not something I'm interested in, then I just won't be there. But probably still raid on Wednesdays and Tuesday. I think that's when the other raid day is.
Yeah, because it's Tuesday, Wednesday, or Tuesday's the alt or the farm aid, and then it rolls into the
farm aid.
Yeah, it rolls into, what is it? The main progression guild takes over on Tuesday.
Yeah, that sounds right. What I was told was that Tuesdays is going to become the new heroic day, and then Wednesdays becomes like the continuation of that, making Friday the progression day.
Okay, and then I guess, Hack, you'll know more about this. So let's say we never get the mythic numbers. Is Friday just going to be an off night, or are we going to, like, what's the tentative plan?
Probably. I mean, at this point, there's nothing else to do besides that. Split up and do some Mythic Plus and have everybody together to hang out and do something random. Maybe if that falls through, we just go set up an alt raid like we did last week. But yeah, as of now, like he was just explaining, Tuesday starts like the farm raid, and then Wednesday just picks up from where the farm left off, and we finish that up. So, and going forward, if everything continues like it has, then Tuesday and Wednesday are gonna pretty much wipe the raid, and then Friday's gonna be nothing, unless we can get everybody together and actually go tackle some mythic bosses.
Is Tuesday a 2-hour run also? good deal.
believe it is.
All right.
I will point out, like with Mythic, you know, it's not any. There's no extra like time involvement there, because if it's Friday, that's all we have to do, and it's just the regular raid day. It's not something that we're gonna do like super hardcore, right? We're just gonna go in and try to tackle some extra bosses for shits and giggles, and
Right. I feel like we've got the skill set with Hakkd. We got the Donnie kill down too.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can at least do a couple of those first couple bosses. All right. Well, I think we'll cover for the raid stuff. Let's jump over to the WoW events. We got a few different things going on here this week. I guess, Merlock, you got some information pulled up on the events coming up this week, or you're on mute there?
Sorry about that. I do believe that this week is the Battleground week. We're going to be seeing boosted 50% for the PvP and the honor gains. I don't know if it affects marks of honor or anything else, but I know that you can get 50% more increased honor.
yeah, which is super nice.
Yeah, that's really good for anybody that's trying to grind those levels out. And I do believe that there's time walking that ends on Tuesday this week, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I logged in, so I actually don't know if there's anything else that's starting up there.
Yep. So we'll be wrapping up WAD time walking here on Tuesday. Like I said, Battleground event, we get that 50% increase to the honor gain. It'll be another one of those weekly quests. We're just going to give you conquest, marks, some azurite, stuff like that for doing X amount of, I think it's 4 wins maybe.
4 Battleground
Right.
wins, yeah.
Yeah. And then we've also got Trial of Style coming up this week for a couple days. I guess you laugh, Merlock. I'm assuming that means you've done this before.
I have done the Trial of Style before, yes, and with my transmogs, I occasionally win. You guys have never done Trial of Style?
I have. Yeah.
I did it once, the first time when it came out.
It's a pretty fun little thing to do.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not
I
anything
enjoyed
like too serious.
Can you queue as a group?
I don't know. I know you can single queue. That's all I remember. I single queued for it.
Yeah, I see cute as well.
I'm gonna check this out. If we can multi-queue for it, us 4 are gonna go in there and see who wins. Last man standing in the dress off. So
There we go.
it'll be.
I mean,
the
you saw
morning.
Hakkd with his straightened hair, dude. He's a pretty dude.
All right, so we'll have the Morning Wood Fashions show. We'll report back on who won this next week. So, and then we got Ungoro Madness. I have no idea what that is about. Merlock, you got anything on that topic? Know what it is?
I've actually never done Ungirl Madness before either. I really don't have any information on it. I'm sorry, I'm completely useless this week, guys. I haven't logged in to look at stuff, so.
No worries. Either you two
I'm
guys
assuming
do
it's something to do with dinosaurs.
Yep. That's what I
Dinosaurs in Ungoro Crater.
Yeah. If I had to guess, it means like there's dinosaurs rampaging across Ngoro right now.
Well, if it's anything like
I don't
that
actually
one we
know.
had the other week, like these mini events were too.
It wasn't, let's see here. It's actually kind of funny. If you go look it up on Wowhead, it tells you to go look at it. And I don't think there's really too much there. It's just some temporary buffs.
Yeah, a bunch of rares and temporary bosses, so it's or buffs. So it's kind of like that other 2-day event we had for the Hippogriff, like the play the Hippogriff thing. So it's, I feel like they didn't put enough time into these things to really make it worthwhile.
I mean, they're just supposed to be little things. They're not supposed to be things that the average player or no, they're supposed to be things that the average player would go out, check out, just for shits and giggles. They're not supposed to be progression oriented in any way.
Right, but like having a mount, having a pet, like having a hat.
Yeah, but they're not for that. They're not any kind of event that, like, they're not supposed to have any incentive to go do. They're just supposed to be something to go check out. Random little shit here and there.
Now, if you are going to be on Ungoro and you are going to be trying to do this event, you can take some time to try and look for the Ravasar hatchling pet, which is a drop from the Ravasar Matriarch's Nest in Ungoro Crater that does sell for quite a bit of gold. So there you go. If you're looking for something like that you can do as an added incentive to go to Ungoro, get this done, you can get the Ravasar hatchling there.
All right, pet battle tip of the week: make some gold, get that pet.
Or, you know, if you get it and you don't want to sell it in the auction house, you can always mail it to me.
There you go.
I will graciously accept it.
All right, and then I guess if you guys went out and did this Ungoro Madness thing this week, throw in the comments. Let us know what you went out there, what you saw, why you did it, just so we can get a little more feedback on how that event turned out for anybody that actually went out there. And then new brawl this week: South Shore versus Torn Mill. I guess, Moose, what are your thoughts on this brawl? Like,
It's a fun one, I think. It's just I think it was the 15th anniversary special event they did,
Yeah.
where it was a 40v40 basically set between Terran Mill and South Shore, and it was just a straight death match. You just ran into a wall of death in the middle there and tried to push them back to South Shore, push them into Terran Mill, and it's just, there's no weird objectives to it. You just kill. It's fun.
Just back in the day, good old South Shore versus Terran Mill.
Yeah,
Classic days.
just kind of big tug of war.
it's one of my top favorite brawls they have, for sure.
It's kind of funny doing that back in the day. I didn't realize that so many servers did that, where like people were jumping in and actually pushing the fight between these two cities. Is pretty neat to see that stuff come back. It does bring back those memories.
And so, like, I wasn't a fan of this one until you guys kind of brought back the nostalgia of it. So, like, have that different perspective of it.
Yeah.
But playing a melee in there is just horrible. Like, this is a ranged place. Like,
Yep. Sit back on the mage and just throw fireballs or G-pies in there and have
It's
fun.
not how it used to be, though.
Yeah.
You used to be a rogue, baby. And you just go deep into fucking South Shore. I mean, I played Horde at the time, so you just go deep into South Shore, gank a fool, get out,
Yeah.
give yourself a second, run back in, gank somebody, get back out.
Actually, one of my earliest like WoW memories that I have from Vanilla WoW was the fighting going on between these two cities and somebody exploiting the there was some kind of a size bug where you would stack multiple things that would make your character grow bigger, and this guy was a troll, but he was like 70 feet tall on the screen. It was absolutely nuts. He was huge, and he was just throwing spells and killing people, but it looked like he was this enormous troll.
That's all.
And I always, that's one of the things that always stood out to me in my mind whenever I think of this fight. I think of that troll, and I don't even remember who that troll was. It was back on, God, it was like forever ago, but I still remember that.
nice. All right, so we covered all the events that are coming up. Let's do a follow-up to this Torghast Unbridled Darkness thing that came up this last week, because, like, yeah, I guess let's go from your perspective there, Moose. Let you just jump in on this thing.
Yeah, so last night, we weren't doing anything in particular, so I jumped on the old shaman, and me and Hakkd here ran Torghast. He took the clickable darkness where he gains it for 15 seconds. I went for the every 5 kills I'm just blind, and it was fun except we were doing Mort Regar. So we got to the platforms where you got to click on the little grappling hooks, and I was blind. There was no enemies nearby to see, so I literally couldn't do anything.
Oh my god.
So that was
We were sitting there for like 10 minutes, and he just had a stream up, and you just see his mouse just. Okay.
so that was the first one.
Oh, so good.
And then we did the second one. We did Upper Reaches, and I picked the same one. Hack grabbed the same one, and we brought Night Song, Fever, and Spooky to the run. And I got some things where it stacks up that when I'm in the darkness, I lash out and do damage to enemies or friendlies, whoever's close by. So I got this, and then I went blind and popped in a Spirit Wolf, and I was running the Spirit Wolf talent, so I'm fast AF, and just like running down our friendlies, and I ended up hitting Fever for like 57k or something, and just one-shot this dude, just deleted him out of the game. And
It was a shit show, dude. But, so credit, we were talking shit on this last week, like, oh, this is just not gonna be fun. This is stupid. Why would they do this? That was a fucking blast. Like, that was almost some of the most fun I've had in WoW in a long time. Like, I would hate to do it solo, but
it's impossible solo.
in a group, not even the possibility of it, just it was like fun in a group, just fucking laughing our asses off, like, we're going blind, boys! Like, just charging, like, I'm blind! Let's go!
Hack is hanging out, and suddenly he gets hit for half of his life. Oh, shit.
So it allowed you to attack your own teammates.
Not
Yeah.
attack, it was just a random AoE pulse effect that came off of my character.
Yeah, so we're all just
Wow.
yelling, get the fuck away, Moose! Moose is just Ghost Wolf chasing us down, like, he doesn't even know, because he can't see, because he's blind, but...
I just saw the numbers
it was
pop up,
good.
and I was like, oh, this must be good, right?
So
That's too funny.
your guys' experience was different. I think that's the being in commons with actual people rather than me going and pugging this across the board. A few of these attempts got down to like the last couple of deaths because people would go blind and just jumping off the edges.
Well, so we ended a 5-player run in the upper reaches with 1 death remaining
Oh,
because we were on floor 5 and we had like 10 deaths on the 5th floor. Just going blind and doing dumb shit. Like,
did this
we
week
did
have
it.
the big trap room too? Was that?
Yep.
Yeah, like the trap bridge, like the floor 5. That was an upper right.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that was on floor 4 for us in that one.
4. Okay.
Yeah, luckily, there was at one point where I was completely blind and I was fighting something, but I was getting trucked. I was like, I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm hitting stuff, but I'm getting hurt. And Night Song yells out, she's like, dude, you're standing on a fucking trap. I'm just standing on a trap, just getting torched.
Or the upper reaches, I fucking pass through the traps and they're like, hit the lever to stop the traps, you know? So I hit the lever, stop the traps, and then I waited for everybody to start crossing and I hit the lever again and turned them all back on. Killed 2 people. It was a good time.
Oh man, so the hack with the Hunger Games move, like if I burn, we all burn. So-
Yeah. Oh, but Lynkz, like you talked about, people going off the edge. So after we spent like 10 minutes with Moose trying to like find one of the grapple points, right? We finally get across and we go to a platform and we go to the next platform and I go blind and I'm killing shit and kill everything, and then I'm like just kind of moving my mouse around, and I find a grapple point. I'm like, oh, blind grapple, bitch! Hit the grapple, ran right off the edge because I grappled to the platform I was on still. Like, so I just grappled to the point, to the edge of the.
I was
like so excited.
He was so excited as his character's just.
It was a good time.
Oh, nice. Oh, God. So then, Merlock, you should try and sneak in there if you can today or tomorrow to just experience this mess. But don't get the 5-kill one. Get the on use with the 90-second cooldown one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you can
get that
control
one.
it. And yeah, like, and I think it's based off of your kills, not your group's kill, right? So if you get 5 kills, go darken the platform, and your group continues on, that doesn't help you because you have to be involved in the kill, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Oh, also,
Wow.
here's a moose dropping. I know what you're.
the ashen
phylacteries?
pots, yeah, the little pots, they count as kills. So I would kill a couple pots to grab some phantasma, and then I'm blind. And now I got to do this whole thing blind until we find enemies.
Wait,
So
the what?
good.
You know the little pots that you kill to smash the pots.
No. Those
Have you
count as
done
kills? So like,
Yeah.
what?
So those count as kills, and then after 5 of them, you're blind.
Most of them are
So,
like 3 or
interesting
5
one.
stack, right?
Yeah, usually. So Merlock, what you want to do is if you go for the one that's on the 5 kills, do what I did and get a service dog who can guide you through it.
Come stand on my dot.
Am I on your dot? Yeah, it was fun though.
All right, I'll check it out. I'll definitely go in there and check it out before time's up. I'll take a break from leveling my priest over on the horde side.
Alright, we just won't tell Ride that we got you to stop leveling your priest a little bit to test this out.
Right. As long as he doesn't see this, he won't message me in Discord.
Right, well this will be the test. Ride, if you actually watch the video,
Mhm.
oops. But if you didn't,
Oops.
your fault, I guess, for not watching the video all the way through.
That's right.
So, to recap, don't take the 5-second thing, because if you're in Morgath, you might get off to some random island and be Mr. Only Lonely on this island by yourself. You don't want to be that, so...
Only lonely.
Oh man, so... And then, I guess there wasn't really much PvP this week by anybody really, right? Because it's kind of the Valor week, everybody probably spent most time there.
Sure.
Alright, well...
No, I haven't been on at all this week. So,
I'd say most of my time is spent in Torghast this week.
I mean, with that, if I were to have been on this week, I probably wouldn't have touched PvP much. I probably would have been grinding Valor with everybody. But
Fair.
who
Well,
knows?
I guess we really don't have much on the PvP topic to touch on, so we'll just knock out the clips of the week here. So, this came from Hakkd. It's from Hornet Stream. You want to give a little prequel? What's going on this one here, Hakkd?
Yeah, so this is the storming affix. The little tornado spawning. And they get to the last boss in Sanguine Depths, and storming's a bitch.
Alright, let's take a look and see how shitty storming was.
Fuck! Sorry, I hit my...
It was kind of funny. I was just about to heal you, and you like deleted out of the game. I was like, oh, okay.
How much health left? Do you want me to battle res that?
Poor guy.
So,
Yeah.
That didn't knock him
Yeet.
out. That didn't knock him out. It just knocked him up, and he's still not in the
Fuck.
dome.
Sorry.
It knocked him up just enough to be out of the
I
dome.
was just about to heal you.
So I guess I didn't realize there was a. Is it Z? Is that the Z axis up and down?
I guess so, yeah. Because he was, he was in it. He was like, in the edge of it.
So wait, can you jump high enough to get out of the dome too? Is that a thing if you're on the edge?
I don't know. Yeah,
Like,
possibly.
I didn't realize it
Maybe
was
because he was on the
actually a
edge.
dome mechanic, like where you could be up above it and not guarded.
Apparently
Yeah, I mean,
so.
alternatively, I mean, the storming could have knocked him out just a hair. I mean, it didn't look like it, but who knows?
All right, so
But yeah, that's kind of just a feels bad right there.
so then, what are your guys' thoughts on this? So, do we put Hornets in the drawing, or we put Zat for sacrificing in the drawing?
It's a good
Or
call.
Mav for creating the clip.
Well, since he plays Ret Paladin, we'll just cross that out. We'll go with Hornets because she put the content out there, so we'll put Hornets' name in
Right,
the drawing this
yeah.
week.
Perfect,
And then we've got a second one too that we're gonna throw out here. It's from the little pink fox, Pheoris, and I guess, are you able to see this live here, Hackd? You got this pulled up, right?
Here, let me. I don't have sound for it. Either
Well,
way.
so apparently there's a Dalaran portal, but it's not Dalaran, it's the crater.
Yep.
Oh no.
So I didn't realize this was a thing, but we'll run through this clip here real quick.
Oh, thanks for shouting her out. Thanks. Understand. Understand. I don't understand, bitch. Don't understand. Don't understand. No, XP. Pin. Oh my god, it better not going down to Dalaran Crater again because I accidentally clicked it. Son of a bitch! Oh my god, no! I had to click on my screen.
Sounded like Donnie
Her
from the
buddy.
Wild Thornberries.
Her buddy fucking
That
laughing.
to me
is-
twice today.
No, yeah, so mages.
That was twice. I think she said that was twice that she clicked on the same portal.
Uh-huh.
So mean.
Oh my god.
That's what happens when you have a shitty mage friend.
Yeah. Mages are the worst.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
mages have the old Dalaran portal. So he put it right on top of her. And so when she exited her screen to just click on her screen, she accidentally clicked on it.
And I think my favorite part of it was like Moose called him the Donnie, or is that the Thornberry guy, the crazy laugh in the background?
Yeah.
No, I don't know if you remember the Wild Thornberries. They had the little wild kid.
That's right. That's right. Donnie was
That's what she was doing as she was falling.
All right, so yeah, and we'll put her in the drawing, then sweat Hornets and Thors into the drawing there for some sweet Morningwood merch. So we covered all the topics. I guess we can move on to final thoughts here. If you wanna, we'll start with you there, Merlock. Any final thoughts for the week?
My final thoughts for the week are that I really need to get in and start doing some work with this Valor system. I really do want to get some better gear. So
All right,
That's
good
it.
deal. And then Moose, final thoughts?
Nothing really. I'm still the better mage.
So let's touch on that for a second. So I heard two sides of it where one, you're better because you can control it, but two, Hakkd is better because he's not afraid to just burn this shit down and just go hard.
I did more damage, bitch.
Yeah, true. That's something that my shaman and your mage have in common. A lot of friendly fire damage going out there, huh?
Yeah, true. True.
All right. So, hey, in the comments below for YouTube, let us know who do you think's better. Who won? Moose? Hakkd? Which one won this firefight? So. All right, and then Hakkd or Mr. Franco, final thoughts.
So yeah, I mean, final thoughts. I'm excited to get into this week and actually get the Valor system like everybody got this week. Because I just haven't been on until last night, so didn't have much to say this week, but hopefully I'll be hitting it a little harder next week. And before we go, I want to give a huge shout out to just the Mythic community as a whole. I had some of these motherfuckers straight up offer me their home. Had some of these motherfuckers just offer me everything. Hey, set up a Amazon wish list and we got you covered, and then just all the kind words and love and everything from everybody. So super appreciate that, and just huge shout out to you guys. Everybody's fucking awesome.
All right, good deal. And we're glad nobody got hurt. We're glad you're back. You got a sweet hotel room to be a celebrity in. So thanks, Mr. Franco, for stopping out and giving the cameo in the Morning Wood podcast.
Yep.
First time, hopefully not last.
I do it for the fans.
All right, good deal. And then Lynkz here, of course. So my final thoughts is this Valor system. I'm loving it so far. If you need a tank for dungeons, high, low, whatever, hit me up. I got Horde, Alliance, either or. Catch me streaming live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 10 Central Time. Every Sunday we'll be here, 8 a.m.-ish, live streaming the Morning Wood podcast. If you want to catch it live on YouTube, or not live on YouTube, pre-recorded on YouTube, Mondays. It drops around 10 o'clock. So whichever way you're watching it, feel free. If there's topics you guys want us to touch, throw in the comments. Hit that like button, ding the bell, let us know what you want to see. We're willing to basically cover whatever WoW related stuff you want us to. Again, thank you guys for stopping out, waking up with some Morning Wood today, this Sunday. You have a good one.
Peace out.